Welcome to Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer. This is Adina Lev, the writer. This is episode 105 of getting my name out there for name recognition. That was Rascal saying hello, if you heard that. Ah, name recognition, lending a voice to my characters. Romper Room Minute. Hi, Lexa. Sherry and East Windsor. Sylvie, Raynell, and Christian. Hey, in Illinois. Joel. Hi, Joe, Jay, and Juju may be taking in when you guys are watching this. So, hi, boys. Josh, who was out in the woods for another couple months, and Amy and Sam and other Sam and Ben and Evan and Morgan and Michelle and Heather and Hilly J and Judy. Judy, you have not called me. It is almost a holiday. I've tried WhatsApp, I've tried Skype, I've emailed you. Pick up the computer, pick up the phone, say hello, get ready for the holidays. For those of you who aren't aware, the Jewish New Year is coming up, Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah, that goes right up there with Yom Kippur, the Day of the Fish. Oh, it's Yom Kippur. Yeah. Okay. You say it your way, I say it my way. I butcher most languages, even English. I butcher English. So people who love me just shake their head. People who don't know me, they can just bite my butt. Inside the scary mind. I really don't have to be inside the scary mind right now because it is freaking terrifying out there. I don't know if y'all saw, okay, headlines in the paper today. In the New York Post, the cover shows a young man, presumably a young man in a hoodie, with a gun pointed down, and he is literally shooting a kid in the head. They just took its excerpt. You don't see the whole reel. You see it one shot. And on the streets of New York, and I think it was Brooklyn, there was a gunfight. And this kid, 17-year-old kid, is running away, gets shot in the foot. He is literally army crawling, dragging himself from the scene. When the one of the gunmen comes up, walks up next to him, and just shoots him in the head. This is the shit you see on movies. Sorry, Raynell. Yeah, I let the S word bomb drop, but you know what? This is craziness. This is the world we're bringing our kids and our grandkids are being brought up in, and it's terrifying. But what was the headline on the news on the CBS News this morning about a African American man who had his rights severely trampled on, pulled from a car, and beaten up by the police? Second story was these two sheriff's officers in California who had some of you watch the video. Guy runs up, presumably a guy, I think it might have been a girl, presumably a guy runs up and just unloads a magazine into this car. Fortunately, both officers survived. But why wasn't the gunfight in Brooklyn the headliner of the news? Why wasn't the fact that in Chicago they have record amount of deaths? Not COVID deaths, actively violence in the streets death. I, I don't have to come up with stories in the scary mind because they're already out there. This is the world. California is burning, and somebody, as my daughter told me, that the reason the fire set off wasn't anything except for it wasn't lightning or anything. No, it was a gender reveal gone wrong. They used fireworks, it caught flame, and it went from there. Stop with these freaking gender reveals. Seriously, why? Wonderful, you were procreating. Good for you. Hopefully, you have a safe and healthy pregnancy and delivery. But people don't need to know about your reproductive organs. People don't need to know what you are going to be pushing out. We don't talk about it every time you have a boo. Why should we hear about every time you have a child? Great, this is momentous to you. It's you. Momentous to you. See that word here? Not everybody cares. Not everybody wants to hear what you're having. I had to take a break from the rant because my blood pressure was going up out of control and Bella was barking her fool head off. Yeah, it's scary enough out there. I write stories for the Private Investigator. We've talked about this. And my last story was totally fiction, until I was reading a missing persons case that was just put into Facebook. You know, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. And pretty much the story I described happened somewhere in Idaho. Whoa, that was a little freaky, freaky for me. But uh, it's fall. I have to wrap my mind around the fact that we are starting to slow down. I haven't had to mow the lawn this month. Well, I did 2 weeks ago, but everything is slowing down. The dragonflies have migrated. If you didn't know this, dragonflies, along with hummingbirds and butterflies, migrate. So those nosy winged creatures are out there migrating back to the South America. You've seen a reduction in the number of hummingbirds. The older ones are like, we can't do this. We're gonna fly now. And the butterflies are finding parts of wings and stuff as they die off. So getting ready for fall. And I'm not ready. Today I can't even say that though. Here in North Carolina, it is too cool to put on the air conditioning, but too humid to not have it on. So if you have it on to take out the humidity, it's down 72 degrees, and I just turn into a freaking polar, just kind of hibernate. But in the meantime, it's 100% humidity and not raining. So we are currently at that stage where we're waiting for the rain to take out the humidity, or waiting for the sun to come all the way out to burn off the humidity. Either way, I just stay in the back in the woods for a reason. I do have to travel to New Jersey at the end of October. It's my 3 time a year pilgrimage. It just so happens I spend Halloween in New Jersey, and now I have a grandson who was born on Halloween, so that gives me more reason to spend it there. But no, I'm not going to hang out with people. I'm just going to sit in my little hermitage. When I get to New Jersey, I'm going to stay at Amy's house and not go anywhere. You guys come see me. I might sneak out for a bagel. I don't know. Rosh Hashanah coming up. Judy, I expect to hear from you soon. And if you don't know, Rosh Hashanah is the new year, and we celebrate with sweet foods, gathering, alcohol, round challah. Google round challah, you'll see what it is. Ah, Dina Lev, inside the scary mind of a writer. It's going to become a Dina Lev, scared to death, staying in the hermitage mind of a scary writer. Y'all be safe out there, seriously. Be safe, mask, wash hands. And I will be babbling at this camera or uploading this podcast next week. Yeah, I'm a day too late. The OCD kicked in, and I've been making these 3D masks, and they take 15 minutes to make, and I've been making them and cranking them out. It doesn't take a whole lot of material, but I'm also doing all my other crafting stuff. Y'all be safe out there. Bye.